professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We see it, but it's like, what does it really mean? There's no, see, that's the thing, is who's out here telling us what all this stuff is? You know what I mean? Like, who's actually out here politically, scholarly, universities, anybody, who's out here going, hey, this is what this is. Here's what this is. Here's who this is. This is why this is happening. Mm-hmm. Who's doing that? I don't know. The news is the only place that does that. And we know they're the ones lying to us. So who's really out here telling us anything? Nobody.
No fucking body. Nobody. Unless, well, I ain't gonna say nobody. The people that's...
What I'm saying is trustable people.
Right.
Like who's... Like if Trump came out and talked to people right now, everybody believes he's telling them the truth. Mm. That's what they believe. You know what I'm saying?
Majority
let me get that. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a majority of people, which is a good, strong majority of people, dealing with Republican and dealing with just normal patriot motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Mm. There's a good majority of America that would listen to anything and everything he pretty much had to say. Right? So you could look, that's why people look at him and go, well, he's a figure that matters because he's trusting. We can trust him. You can trust everybody to a point, right? But at the same time, it's like we're saying, who's really out here telling us anything?
Right.
Right? Like when you really think about it, who's out here telling us? And I'm like thinking, I'm going, there's nobody out here giving us any information about anything. So think about, and the reason I'm saying this, the reason I'm getting there is because think about if people weren't hearing it from here, if people aren't hearing it from me, if people aren't hearing it from you, where the fuck are they hearing it?
Right.
Nowhere.
Right. Bomb droppers.
You see what I'm saying? Because when you ask people sometimes, yo, did you hear about something? They go, what? What is that? They're not even hearing about any of it.
Right.
You got to think about
clue.
that. Right. So what does that tell us? There's nobody steering the fucking ship.
Nobody giving them information. Right. 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 I heard this shit is basically ours now.
Yeah.
I heard it's basically fucking ours. So we just gotta
move
forward and do what the fuck we gotta do.
Yeah.
Man.
2 weeks ago, I put out the public service announcement on my Instagram that came from the tribes. And the tribe said, public service announcement. Shit's over. It's ours now. Just what you fucking said. You know what I mean? Mm. And it was like a 1.5 minute public service announcement saying, time, like you said, time to move forward. What are we? And like I said last show, what are we gonna do about it? The fuck are we doing about it?
Right.
Know what I'm saying? I talk to people on a daily basis about all kinds of things. Mm-hmm. Some of them ask me for advice. Some of them are asking me what I think about the world. Some of them are asking me, what I think about different situations. Some of them are just, asking whatever. Some are just talking, and I'm just giving advice. Right. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing shit out there. But it's the thing
according to what you know.
According to what I know, right? And and then some of them are going, damn, I never thought about it like that. Mm-hmm. Some of them are going, nah, I can't believe that shit, or whatever. And that's fine. I'm going, you don't have to believe it, but you heard it. You heard me say it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then at some point, when some of these things start to accumulate, and then you're going, like what happened with, let me go back and throw that, my mother. She said part of the reason why she started paying attention to stuff was because she heard me saying things. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then she would see it. She would either see it in the news or she'd see it in a movie or she'd see it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like it was talking to her. So she got to a point where she was like, I can't unsee it now. So she was like, I see it everywhere, right? So that what made her start to pay more attention to what's happening around her in the world. Not that that's what dictates your life or anything, but just that you can see it now, So that was part of it. So like some people, that's why I have to say what I have to say sometimes, is because it's got to be significant enough for them to remember it when they see it, and it connects back to something either I said or just not just me specifically, but anybody. That's the point. I'm one of those people. You're one of those people that says things, and then people go, "Oh shit, I remember when they said that." That's all we're saying. That's all we're trying to put together. That's Awkward Intelligence. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
That's how we do it. I'll tell you fucking intro.
Yeah. What's this?
58.
58.
58, man.
Coming on strong, moving along lovely. Damn. Got here kind of fast.
Yeah.
Take a while, but
Right.
now I just feel like
Well, that's the thing, right? It felt like it took forever to get to 50. Remember? It was like we're at 25, we're at 30, we're at 35, we're at 40. And it felt like it took forever to get to 50, but now we're at 58. We done flew right past that motherfucker. We're like, let's go.
Yeah, that's like traveling and shit. Like it always take you a long time to get there.
But to get back,
But come back is faster. Like what the hell?
At least it feels that way, right?
Right.
Yeah, because it's not.
Right.
It's like it's like in the military we used to run, right? And they would be like, all right, we're gonna run for 10 minutes straight out, just wherever. We're gonna run from this point wherever we started. We're just gonna run for 10 minutes straight out. Well, you realize you got to run 10 minutes back. Right. But you don't realize that till you turn around. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, fuck. I ran 10 minutes out. Great workout. Oh, fuck. Now I got to run 10 minutes back just to get back where I started.
Right. You probably was pushing it too for that 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See how far you can get.
Right, exactly. That's the idea. And that's the idea, right?
You probably was pushing it.
So that's it, right? Yeah. So it's like as much energy as you put out, you're going to get back. You know what I mean? All of that. It's all working together. That's where we're at. That's where we're at this world. It's all about energy, frequencies, vibrations. You know what I mean? Everything. They say that everything has a frequency and a vibration.
Exactly where we at.
It's all vibrating at different levels. You know what I mean? And this shit's got radiation, by the way.
Bomb droppers.
Just threw that out there. But if you would like, I have stuff. We have frequencies. I can send it to you for free. Just hit me up. I have screen stuff that you can send you. It's EMF frequency busters. So it'll actually deflect that shit from you, so you don't have to worry about it as much. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. We're just here to help heal the world.
That's it.
Did you check out the website, ppeintox.com? Did you see the new healing candles and stuff we got on there?
That's what I'm saying. I want one of them healing candles, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get one for the show, too. Yeah. Get one up here for the show.
Got to get a healing candle.
Yeah.
Definitely. I pay that off so much.
And let me know if there's something specific. You know what I mean? If you're like, man, maybe I need to put a headache buster or something up there. You know what I mean? I'll see what's in the because I have a list of them. So I can see what's available. But you see what I'm saying? Like we can try and figure stuff out like that. Like if someone's like, man, I got a lot of headaches. Get you a fucking headache candle. Get your little joint, sit next to that joint, chill, put your water next to it. Because see, the thing is this is what I didn't explain last time, and I'm still learning myself. This is still new stuff to me too, Ain't
nothing wrong with it, yeah.
Right. So is the idea of sitting next to it and basking in it, right? That gives you the frequencies. Your body's water, you know what I mean? So it's going to soak in those frequencies. There's frequencies in the air everywhere. What do you think the radio's doing?
Right.
How do you tune the radio into your car? It's because that has the right crystal to catch it, but it's all that shit's going through our bodies too, But the thing is when you put the glass of water or liquid or whatever next to it, it gets the frequencies in that liquid, right? And then when you drink it, you're internally hitting those frequencies stronger than if you're just sitting next to it, just kind of radiating it. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's that extra burst that goes in. So that's why if you drink it, which is what I did today, I drank my first cup of that tea, and I put it next to my frequencies. I put it next to that for a minute, let it soak in those frequencies, and then I drank that with the tea and everything all together. So I got the tea, which is healing properties for whatever, but then I also put the frequencies in it and drank that down too. And if I'm doing that every day, I'm only gonna get better.
That's it.
It can't hurt you.
Can't.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna get stronger.
There's enough shit out here already. Like I said, there's enough radiation and shit already in the air out here. You know what I mean? But that's why I got this. This is what helps me protect me from all those chemtrails and the EMF, frequencies and all the shit. It's like, that's the idea. The only reason we need these right now is because we have no other protection.
Right.
We don't know what's going on. We don't know what they're hitting us with. You know what I mean? So that's why I looked into these kind of things and I went with that. That's my idea. This is what I'm believing in, folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You believe in what you believe in.
Keep them away from you.
This is what I'm believing in. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so I was like, it can't hurt. Nothing else is out here helping me.
Right.
No one else is out here telling me what to do. No one else is saying, hey, here's the problem. Here's the solution. You know what I mean? So I'm out here researching. I'm figuring it out. I'm finding things. I'm trying to see, yeah, we got to eat better. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's all got to happen at some point. You know what I mean? But it's a little bit by a little bit. You just take a little at a time. You know? Because we can't just go vegan overnight. That's not how you fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you fucking destroy your body. You know what I mean? So it's like so you have to take the little steps over time. Like we've talked about on the show before. If you want to cut out potatoes and just stop eating potatoes. And I'm just throwing potatoes as an example, but it could be anything. You know what I mean? If it's red meat, just stop eating red meat. Just stop that one thing. And then months and months down the road, 3-4 months, as you kind of get used to that, okay, now I'm going to cut out, pork. Pork's my next one or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or
And
just fast, period.
Right, or whatever. So it's like you got to build into those things if that's the way you need to do it. Just build into it. And one by one, you'll, I'm going to stop eating ice cream. Just stop eating ice cream. That's your one thing. Try your hardest to deal with that for a couple months because trying to do too many things is going to confuse us.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I used to love some milk. And that was, you know what? That was kind of easy for real.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, oh, God, I got to have some milk.
Right.
But I just stopped, man. I just stopped,
Yeah.
And I used to love that shit with my cookies, man. If I had cookies, I had to have milk.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you just got to break that shit. You just got to stop, man.
Yeah. It's willpower.
Right.
A lot of discipline and willpower.
I can't explain it. You just got to stop that shit. You got to find out what you don't need.
Yep. But also your body
Throw that shit off.
Your body will talk to you too. Remember how we talked about how eating certain foods, it's like we don't even taste them anymore? You've noticed that, right? There's certain foods you'll eat and you'll be like, this doesn't even taste like what it used to taste like.
Right.
Like it almost tastes like nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like because your body's trying to tell you that food has no nutritional value, so there's no point for you to like it.
Right. Bomb droppers.
See what I'm saying? That's all it's saying. You got to listen to your body as well, So
That's why they call body language.
Oh shit!
Bomb droppers.
Dropping them.
Got it, look, man. Body language. That's all.
I dig it.
Shoot, just like we got these bees,
Right,
man.
same thing.
I've been calling for these bees for a while now, man. I just finally got them and shit.
Yo. Yeah, I use this is more protection.
Yeah.
It's exactly more protection.
When you
It's the same
sleep at
shit.
night,
Right.
When you sleep at night, you know what I mean? The little demons that come in your fucking room and be. Hey, it's some aliens that walk through the fucking wall. They could walk through the wall, bro.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's so many levels of. Remember we talked about dimensions. All those dimensions are on top of each other. They've always been here.
Yeah.
They're just in a different dimension and frequency and level that are different than us. So it's like it's just parallel with us. We just can't see it. That's what's happening with the world when they say the veil is thinning.
Yeah.
We're actually starting to see some of these things happen, and starting to see these things manifest and, ghosts and all these different things are going to, it's like they used to be ghosts. How many people are talking about ghosts anymore? Nobody's talking about ghosts no more.
No.
Because ghosts was back then.
Man.
That was a ghost phenomenon of people that were seeing glitches. They explained it like ghosts. You know, that's all they were seeing. Remember how they would say, you know, I walked up in my house and all of a sudden I seen a scene like it was like 1685 and it was people walking around and doing shit or something. You know what I mean? It's just it's like because all you did was you caught a piece of that veil lifting at that moment and you're seeing the parallel world happening with us. You know, it's all happening at the same time.
Definitely. Just like the thing happened over in Miami.
Yeah, it's just a glitch.
Unveil,
it's just a glitch.
You know?
Things are starting to unveil, right?
Shit is definitely, just know that.
Disclosure's happening.
And that's why
Disclosure.
they had the giant and shit. Remember the one they put in the water and shit?
Yeah.
I think they trying to just get your mind.
We got to get used to these things are happening. Right.
Just, like, okay, I see what's going on here. Just massaging your brain and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the sky that's happening too. There's a lot of, you know, bright, weird lights in the sky. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff happening where it's like, it looks like it's coming down and then it breaks into pieces and then it stops and starts doing spinning and all different stuff. It's like, there's a lot of different things happening in the skies right now too. You know, I'm sharing some of those on my Instagram, you know, and stuff like that. But like, and the AwkwardIntel, there's a lot of stuff on the AwkwardIntel Instagram that I'm, you know, I put on there that helps expose a lot of stuff, this stuff too. You know what I mean? It's basically like a lot of stuff that we talk about on the show ends up on there too, for people to see the receipt, you know, and there's a receipt of what we're talking about on there. Shit that we talk about on here, you know, which, you know, deals with cloning, deals with human trafficking, deals with, you know, pandemic shit, deals with, you know, all kinds of shit. You know, it's like whatever's on there, it's just go check out the AwkwardIntel Instagram and you'll see the shit out there, you know. But yeah,
they time out, man. I'm sick. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck around.
Yeah, we've been saying it. We've been saying it.
I'm up, man.
We are walking into our future.
That's crazy.
That's what we've been saying. We're walking into it. You know, that's why we're saying their time is up. It's over. We've won. It's done. You know, and all that shit. It's like we're walking into it. That's why we're watching all this shit shed away. That's why we're dropping all the dumb shit so we can walk into the good stuff.
Yes, sir. Bomb droppers. Yes, sir.
Yep.
It's a lot of shit going on right now. It seems like every day something happened from January 1st. Like
every single day, right?
Like something.
Right. And then we get a nice little snowstorm hit us on Monday, which was which was MLK Day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely had a little snowstorm. And shit.
Yeah, that snowstorm kind of swept across the United States. If you looked, I looked at it like where it was coming from, and it was like from Texas all the way up to like New York, and it was just flying across the United States at that time, you know, and it was like it was a whole wave of shit coming through. So, you know, I don't know.
It was just the degrees, the temperatures dropped too, man. Like,
yeah, it's like when you wake up in the morning, early morning, it's like 12 degrees.
Right, 12 degrees. You know, you might got a flat tire.
Right.
You got to shovel your shit out.
Better not.
You got ice on top of your shit. I had sickles around my shit. Ice
on the bottom? Yeah.
Around my tag and shit too. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man.
It's that cold out here?
It's that fucked up. Shit's starting to melt and then refreezes.
Right. So, shit. Now, I know some homeless people personally. Well,
right.
Well, not personally, but
you see them on a daily basis, kind of thing, right?
Now I'm like,
where are they at?
What the?
What are they doing?
Right. You surviving in that? You surviving in this? You gotta
go find a shelter. You gotta go find something.
Damn, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'd have gave him a helping hand, but I ain't got enough space in my shit.
Right.
I feel bad for him, man.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why we're doing all this.
Yeah, it's some good people out here still. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know your situation can't be judged off that, man.
Yeah. Hopefully, usually most of them get off the street. Most of them usually do if like a big storm comes, because you don't be hearing too much about that. Think about that. Like when there be a storm, you don't be hearing about a bunch of homeless people that just gone. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't
Hope
report
they
it.
don't get taken and shit.
But that's the other part. See, boom.
Yeah.
Now think about it, right? Where do they go? Some of them probably never come back because they get taken. You're right. You're right. It's an easy way to scoop them up right there, man.
Right? I see a lot of them out there now. I don't see too many of them.
Right.
For real. Now, I'm wondering, like, where the hell they went? Like, what happened to them? You know what I mean? Some of them used to live under the bridge and shit.
Nobody's asking. Nobody's asking those questions.
Like,
yeah.
Where they go? Shit, they used to fill up the fucking Federal Hill.
Mm-hmm.
That little picnic area over there. It used to be a whole bunch of them over there. Mm-hmm. That was their spot. For real, man. You go up there at the light, they come up, change and shit. I'm like, man.
Right.
I ain't got it, man. But that's where they be at, though. But now, I don't even see them no more. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Where they at?
That's what I'm saying. It's the last. This could be like, you know what I mean. This is their last grabs, man. You know what I mean. They're just grabbing whatever they can, and they're not even fucking lying about it anymore. You know what I mean? They're just snatching motherfuckers.
That's the thing.
Snatching kids, snatching people. You know what I mean? They're just, and everybody's still going to McDonald's. You know what I mean? As many times as we tell them, as many times as the news has told people that they've found things in the food, people continue to go there. But you know why? Because adrenochrome and GMOs are all in their shit.
They strong. That shit wearing you down.
It actually is built to taste good to you on purpose to get you addicted to it. That's what it is.
Bomb droppers. Yeah.
That's why you gotta, like you say, detox. You gotta get off that shit.
Got to, man.
You know what I mean? I stopped eating Popeyes. I stopped eating, you know what I'm saying? Stop eating McDonald's. Stop eating Burger King.
I used to get the French fries a lot, man.
They said the French fries have adrenochrome on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, I used to fuck some French fries.
That's why we loved them so much, because they was like, that shit was built that way. And we didn't know any better.
I just stopped and get a French fry and a drink.
But what's going to happen, though, as the world moves forward, right? Right now, we know that shit's fucked up. And the idea is that we pull away from it. If we don't like something, we're not supposed to support it. That's the fucking idea, right? So we stop supporting it, it'll go away. The thing is it'll come back, but it'll be good now. Somebody who's good can now take over and take control of it. It doesn't have to totally fall apart,
right?
But it's got to be revamped. It's got to be changed. And as we're making changes in the world, those kind of changes can happen too, as you know, as we move forward. So, you know, it's like at one time, you know, hopefully at one time, that food was probably good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we're hoping that at some point that food was probably okay. It wasn't as harmful as it is now.
Right.
But over time it became that way, you know, or whatever. That's what we're thinking. I don't know.
Because the people,
right?
Like you're saying, because the people
that infiltrate and take over and start doing things, right? So that's what I'm saying. So it's like we'll still be able, because like a lot of, you know, it's like the world's going to change and some things are going to go away, but some things are going to still be around. And we're going to remember, and we're going to be able to go, yo, remember when that place was fucking poison? You know what I mean? Look at it today. You know what I mean? It's a whole different place now, you know, or whatever. We got new people. It's like people that care about people working there instead of them infiltrating all the evilness and then creating chaos. You know, we'll have good people doing these things again.
That's it.
You know, that's the problem. We got away from knowing who good people were and what good people would do when they deal with your food, when they deal with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't just hire anybody. You know what I mean?
Nah, not now.
Yeah.
No.
You know, you don't know the energy they're bringing to that business.
Yes, sir.
That energy they're bringing to that spot. You know, it's like we gotta check our energies. You know, it's like that's why they tell you if you have a feeling that you don't feel right in a situation, get out of there. Something's not right. You should trust that. You know. So yeah, that's it. You know, it's like most people do though. You know what I mean? On average, most people get weird feelings. They kind of, you know, they figure it out. But that's the idea. It's like we got to get more in tune with that stuff. instead of letting them dictate what's healthy for us, what's good for us, you know, and all these things. Like we've talked about medicines before. It's like we have a healthcare system that was nothing in 1905. We're 100 years and some change from that, and it's still worthless. We're the sickest. We're the sickest people on the planet in the United States. We're the sickest people on the planet.
I mean, the only motherfuckers that paying for Medicaid.
And we're paying for our sickness. We're paying for our sickness. We're paying for everything. Yeah. You know?
We paying for that shit. Like some countries, they get that shit free.
Right. And that's how they lied to us. Mm-hmm. They lied to see. I used to tell people this is how I got people to think about it back in the day, right? As I would tell them, you know, because they would hear the news, and the news would say, you know, oh, healthcare, you know, universal healthcare, that's socialism. Why would you want that? You want to be a socialist and all these things, right? So that's the shit they were telling everybody. You know, and I fell for it a little bit too. You know, back then I'm thinking, you know, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I don't want to be a socialist. I don't think a socialist. I was like, you know, I'm thinking, I don't think a socialist is good either. Maybe I don't want to be that either. You know, I'm thinking like, what the fuck, right? But then I was in the military, right? So I would look at the military and I go, wait a minute, in the military and in the government, we all have universal health care because we don't. All we do is pay a small fee, and it's very small compared to the normal people. You know what I mean? Pay a small fee, and then we just go to the doctor. We don't have no plan. There's no copays. There's no nothing. It's like we just go to the doctor.
And that's it.
And they just take care of you. Even to this day, I still have it. I just go to the doctor. I don't pay no copays. I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
And at this point, I don't even pay nothing a month. The government, whatever I'm on, whatever shit I'm on, I don't even have monthly payments.
You see what take care of it for you?
I just go to the doctor, and I never get a bill. I never deal with nothing. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody who's in that scenario, who's either been military connected or government connected, has that. You know what the rest of y'all are doing? Paying for way more than you should be. But the thing is when I would tell people that, you know what I mean? At first, they would be like, no, I don't think that's, you know, like, what? Like, that doesn't sound, it's like, no, it's all being paid for, right? You could have it too. But because insurance companies are privatized, they're making money off you by you paying them.
And America is just a business.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I say, but if I can be in the military and the military can be a socialist healthcare system by giving you universal, we're supposed to be the best military in the world. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why can't the public have that? They can. There's so many ways they could. But the thing is they lied to you to make you keep paying for it because they knew you were paying for your own fucking demise.
Bond droppers.
Nobody wanted to listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants their favorite star, their favorite athlete to tell them what to do.
And that's so crazy.
That's not how it works,
man. That's so crazy to me. Like if I say something, you don't believe me, but let this motherfucker say
that. Cat Williams tell you.
Yeah, you be on him like, all right, yeah, man. Hey, the point is just get the message
right.
You know what I'm saying? We said it before. It don't matter how it's said or who says it. Just get the message, man.
Yeah. You'll know. You'll feel it. You'll feel it.
For real.
It'll resonate with you and you go, whoa, I need to know that for some reason. Something that's telling me that's significant. And you may not know why yet.
Man,
like we said earlier. It's just we're telling people stuff and then they go, whatever. And then they see it. And then they go, oh, shit. Had I never heard that, I would have because see, there's sometimes we talk about stuff and like you might bring something up that I might not have heard of before. So you might, you know, and then I'll be like, damn, I don't really know that much about it. You know, we'll talk about it on the show. You'll give me your insight. And then I'll go home and I'll watch a movie and somehow there's a part of that in the movie. And I'll be like, I wouldn't even have knew what that was in this movie if me and BDot hadn't talked about it.
See?
And then I learn about it on there and then I research it, I look it up, and it all makes fucking sense.
That's it.
Then it all makes sense. But had you never even said nothing or something at that moment or somebody else, whoever it was, and then I watched that movie, I would have skipped past that part just like I always do. because I would have been like, it makes no sense to me. I don't know what that is.
Right.
So it's, you know what I mean? That happens to us a lot. Like, you know, between me and everybody else I talk to and stuff, things we'll talk about. If I don't know about something, all of a sudden it'll show me. Something will pop up on my Instagram that'll lead me to a movie, or something will pop up on, you know, some on a movie, or something will pop up on, you know, a podcast I'm watching. They'll be talking about that for some reason, and it'll be like streamed yesterday. Remember I texted you that one time I said that? I said they streamed this yesterday and talked about the same thing we're talking about. Yeah. So it's not like we knew and watched it yet.
Right.
I just found this. It just came across my feed. You know what I mean? And it was like, it's telling me that what we're talking about and what we're doing is in line with the timeline. We're in line with the timeline.
It's just like the numbers.
Right.
You see your numbers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just giving you a verification. Like, all right, you're still on the right path.
Correct. Yeah.
This is what you need to know.
You're following a path. Right. Yeah. Because I think I was talking to Black the other day, and I was telling him, yeah, man, pretty much every time I look at a number somewhere, it's always a number, no matter if it's on a clock, no matter if it's on my phone, no matter if it's on this thing, no matter if it's on, you know, if it's like I open a book, you know what I mean? The number feels significant every fucking time. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, a receipt, you know what I mean? I get a receipt and it's like 3636. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
it's to the point where I got people around me doing it now.
Right. They're starting to see numbers, right?
Yeah. I got to show them, like, look. You see it? You see it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
and then I'll be like,
I just happen to look at the phone and it's 5555.
Boom.
4444.
Right. There's no other reason for you to look at the phone until that moment.
No other reason.
And then you go, and it's like, boom, number.
My phone might go off, just flash for some reason.
Sometimes it flashes, right. But you know what? That's the other part. You might get a text message at that moment, and then you hit it. That's life telling you significant number for you. It's giving you an extra, you know what I mean?
See?
It made you look for a reason.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? Think about that, right? Because, yeah, sometimes I just hit it, like right now, you know. I just hit it to see what time it is. I'm just happening. But 9 times out of 10 when I do that, it's a fucking significant number. Nowadays. Like within the last year. You know what I mean?
Hey, this shit is crazy.
Within the last year.
It's strange.
But,
it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like my phone, like I don't got to touch my phone. Like if I'm near it, it just come on automatically. Like if I'm near it, it just come on.
It'll just light up on you?
Yeah, it just light up.
It'll be like, touch me.
Yeah. No, it'd be like,
feels lonely.
I'm like, wow. I was like, how is that?
You just get close and then it's 333.
Yeah, like,
nice.
Yeah, like I could just touch my phone like this, like,
right.
Like this.
You lean on it or something, yeah.
It's like that, and it come on,
and then you'll
it'll be the number. I'm like,
boom.
wow,
there it is.
Unbelievable,
See? Right?
Like everywhere.
Yeah. Can't get. That's what I'm
every
saying.
time.
It's always a significant number. Yeah, it's crazy. I see them in movies now.
Since you sent me the one, the 1212.
You're seeing that one.
I'm seeing that one too now. I'm like, what the
I told you. I fucking told Black. I told Ren that I go watch BDot. I said next week BDot's gonna come in and we're gonna talk about this. And he's gonna say he's seeing those numbers now.
I'm telling you. I'm like, wow.
I told him that was gonna
crazy.
happen. I told him that was gonna happen. That's crazy. Yeah. When is it? Let me see when I sent that to you. I think that's in our text message.
Yeah, I see like 10, 10, 12, 12, 21, 12.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this shit just
reverses and moves.
Crazy. It's all on how you look at it, man.
I sent that to you on January 9th.
January 9th, see?
What's today? A week later.
16th. Unbelievable.
Did I not? I told you. I told Rand. I said, watch, next week, B-Dot's going to tell me he's seeing them everywhere.
Yeah.
Because
you see?
Because
that just came up.
The thing is you were seeing them, but you didn't know they were significant. But once you realized what they meant, now your mind connected it right.
Right.
That's all it was. Because I wasn't seeing them for a while either. And then all of a sudden I started seeing them. I'm seeing these numbers for a reason. So I started looking them up. And I'm like, oh, these are real numbers too. You know what I mean? Like this shit means shit too. So I was like, yeah, it's not just the triples. It's not just the fours. It's like, there's some other significant numbers within all that too. So yeah, man.
I could have sworn it was just you know what I mean?
You would think that for the most part, right? But
yeah,
there's a lot of significant numbers.
Like,
so.
wow.
boom, numbers mean shit, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. And that's why I said I knew it.
That's wild. I see that shit a lot now.
I'm gonna put that on the Awkward Intel. I'll give you the text message just so you can see the spot, so you can see for sure. It was Tuesday, January 9th when I sent that to him, so you can see 7 days later.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's
already.
Facts. Bomb droppers. That's facts. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'll drop that later after. They'll probably see it before the show because we're recording this. But yeah, I'll drop it later tonight in there, and then that's why when the show comes out, they'll be able to see it.
Hey, that's real. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I wish I could start taking a picture of my shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Which ones?
like the numbers I be seeing.
Well, see, I do that.
I wanted to take a picture of them so bad, but
What I do,
I gotta screenshot my shit.
yeah, I screenshot them sometimes, and then like, let me see if I can get a couple.
And I don't be waiting for this shit either. You know what I mean? Just to
Look,
clear that up. I don't be waiting for the number to pop up.
in my room,
Look at
I be
that.
catching them, and then I
Look at
take
that.
pictures of them on purpose
Look at
because I be thinking people they're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Like I just happened to walk in my room. I walked in my room and was like, "Oh shit, let me take a picture."
Yes.
Real quick because I knew I
Got
was like,
to.
"Let me capture it."
Got to.
But shit like that. But look at that. See what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Got
and
to.
then that's when I take pictures. And then if I screenshot, like I screenshotted that the other day. That's inside an app.
Wow.
That's in the Royal Farms
Inside
app.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's inside the Royal Farms app.
And
I opened it
12.
up, and there it is. So I screenshotted it. Yeah, I screenshot that shit.
Now I see it again. You see? Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yep.
Can't make it up, man.
Yep. There's one from a while back. I caught 1111 on that bitch.
Wow.
I opened it up and there's 1111.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I can
Nice.
hit these numbers easily, right?
Yeah.
But you got to remember that it's like it gives you a point for like it's an app where you get a point for like the money you spend at Real Farms. So if I spend like $5, it'll give me 5 points.
Oh wow.
You see what I'm saying? Something like that. So you get points, or it's like $1 for every
point.
$5 you spend,
Yeah.
or something, whatever it
I
is.
got you.
So those points get racked up and changed. I do you with gas and everything, and then you can use those points to get free chicken, to get free shit, free drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Whatever the store.
right. So like I said, so sometimes I pop that joint open to see if there's. Oh, it gives you free shit every now too. Sometimes you'll pop the app open and it'll say you've got a free soda you can redeem.
Oh,
and so you
wow.
can click that and get a free soda because it wants you to come in and get that, and hopefully you'll get other shit.
Hope you get some more.
Sometimes I walk in that bitch, get that thing, and walk right the fuck back
I know
out.
the fuck they doing.
I know how to play this game. You know what I'm saying? I know how to play
Yeah,
this
you
game.
gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. Let's
Right.
play the game.
But yeah, but that's what I say. So every now and again, I'll pop it up, see if there's anything there, and boom, hitting numbers. You know what I mean? It's like hitting numbers, 12, 12, 11, 11. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Randomly, I'll hit different numbers. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like I've hit a few numbers on that too. That's why I say it's everywhere I look. Yeah. I got those numbers everywhere. You know what I mean?
Damn,
So,
man. Anybody seen them numbers, man?
Yeah. What are y'all seeing out there?
Yeah, what's up? Y'all see numbers?
It's a numbers game.
Triple.
Run them up.
Right.
Run them up.
I mean, the universe is talking to you.
Yep.
The universe is definitely talking to you.
Let's get into this next one.
You just gotta listen to it.
Watch.
Simply-
Remember I said it? Watch for the signs. Started awkward intelligence to open up your minds.
See that?
Yeah.
Watch for the signs. See? Gotta
Yeah,
watch
y'all
for
hear the
the,
remix?
gotta watch for the signs, baby.
Y'all into the remix or what? Awkward Intelligence remix featuring Intoxicated and BDot. Come on.
Have y'all heard it? Yeah, they had to hear it.
We played it on the show.
Yeah, they had to hear it.
Yeah, played it on the show. Yep.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that was back in December. So that was
Yeah.
before 50. That was before 50, I think. So yeah. It was like 46, 47, somewhere in there, I think. Right before we hit 50, we played it because we played it. That was like the
Right,
second
the-
week in
the-
December.
Yeah, you gave him a sneak peek. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, go back and check that out. If you didn't catch it.
It's definitely on there. And it's on the
Oh,
and it's on the
it is. It's on the end of the year
the
music
remix.
highlights.
Yeah, highlights. That's a remix.
Musical
Yeah,
highlights. It's on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go watch the musical highlights. That was what 51 maybe or something, 52. I can't remember, somewhere in there.
One of those, but
It was right up. Right, it was at the end of the last year.
Yeah.
That was the last one we did for that year.
I should feel good. They're like, I don't know, one of those.
Right, right, doesn't it? So many episodes.
I don't know which one it was.
So
you
many
know?
episodes. Go back.
Say nah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, go sift through a few
That's
episodes.
that's accomplishment.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
think about it. We've said a lot of shit in 58 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot.
We talk a lot of
stuff,
shit,
man.
you know what I'm saying? But it's all chopped up. You know what I'm saying? It's not all in one video.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
Multiple
shit is
videos have
chopped up.
multiple shit. Right. You got to watch multiple videos to get different information and different messages.
Right.
And yeah, it's a lot out there. Yeah, but there's a message in every video. That's what's cool. There's something in there you could use. You know, there's
Right.
something in there that'll spark you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you'll go, oh shit, because that's what I do. When I'm watching the podcast and I'm learning and I'm gathering this information and shit, I'm watching the podcast and I'm going, man, I never fucking thought about it like that. Like I was thinking the same shit they're thinking, but then, they'll take it into some, have you ever seen how a worm turns into a fucking da-da-da, and then when it does this and it does that, and then you'll go, fucking blew my mind. Like I never thought that simple idea could be equated to what, this right here, which makes fucking sense, how they'll tell you, it's like, they'll say, what is it? Yeah. The worm goes into the cocoon and then comes out a butterfly, right? So that's the same thing as like, is finding who you are, connecting with your frequency. Is you have to destroy your old self and fucking come out like a motherfucking butterfly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that
Facts.
does. That's what that action is in that cocoon. That shit turns to mush in that cocoon, mush, and reforms itself and comes out like a motherfucking butterfly.
Bomb droppers.
Go look it up.
Damn.
Go look
Turn
it up.
mush and come back out.
And then
Whole new
rebuilds
thing.
itself. That's
Yes.
exactly what I had to do.
That's probably, yeah.
Is I had to go fucking unlearn everything and fucking relearn new
That's
shit and
it.
then reemerge. That's what I did. Welcome to fucking Awkward Intelligence.
That's what's up. That's a good way to fucking put it. Yes, sir. Damn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's shit like
That's a
that.
good way to fucking
That
put
shit
it.
I be hearing on the fucking podcast, and then I go, fuck. How did I not think like that? What's wrong with me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Somebody hits you a little later. That's all. Somebody hits you a little later.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say on the show, sometimes y'all just need to hear this
Right.
to activate you. You just need to hear that right fucking code to activate you. You know what I mean? That's all people are waiting for. That one thing, So that's why I say I be getting all of them. I'm just like, oh shit, this is getting it right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I be. I was that way at one point. Now it's a little bit farther in between because I know so much more now.
Right.
So it's not as much can blow my mind per se. You know what I mean? I'm not learning as much as easily. I've got to dig in a little deeper now that I have a better understanding and knowing of things. It's not like every show. Sometimes, like I said, I'll sit there for an hour and a half and only like 20 minutes of it actually was like anything new. Most of it was all just shit that's being regurgitated like we're doing, But I gotta watch it and research it and look for the stuff, You never know. There's still treasures out there,
Right.
So yeah, so here's one. Remember the episode with Black we just did a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Right? So remember at the end of that show, we ended on games. Right? And so, we were already hour and some 30 minutes in, so we cut it a little short. So, but there was a lot more we wanted to talk about, right? So we talked about some more stuff after the show's over. Anyways, so I'm going to give it to y'all now because I'm remembering right now. Is when they were talking about video games, a good way to equate all the shit we're doing right now is if you've ever played a video game, right? No matter what it is, If it's a story game or whatever, that probably works better. Story mode game. There's a path in that story mode game where you can just play that story mode and you fly right through the game. You just hit every point. You fly right through the game. You beat that shit in 7 hours. It's over, you know? But there's also parts of that game where it has side missions. So you can go do side missions. Some people do some of them. Some people don't do none of them. Some people do all of them, right? So the idea is that what we're doing in this universe, what our timelines are jumping and we're time travelers, folks. I don't think y'all understood that.
Bomb droppers.
That's who we are. We are time travelers. That's why time doesn't fucking matter to us, Tech.
Time doesn't.
And everything we're doing right now is all happening at the same time. We're just choosing to experience a part of it at this moment, right? So when you think about it that way is, if you go through a game and you just run through it, you beat it, well, you left a lot of stuff that's still kind of out there.
Yeah.
So what we're doing this time, because we've done this millions of years over loops and loops and loops and timelines and all kinds of shit, right? We got tired of just running through the game. We said, you know what? Let's go back and clear all the side missions. So that's what we're doing. That's what this is. This is God's army clearing the board.
Yes.
So we're walking into our future. Get ready.
Bomb droppers. Definitely get ready. That's crazy you said that.
Yeah. I added a whole lot of my own shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
The gist of it was there, but I added way more than they said. You know what I mean? I added my own fucking idea to it, but yeah. Yeah, appreciate that.
No fucking problem.
But that's the shit I find. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I found that in one video that was an hour and a half long with maybe one or two other things. But had I never watched that video, I never saw that. Or if I only watched the first 20 minutes, I would have never caught that. Sometimes you just got to do the work. You know what I mean?
That's it.
You got to read the books and watch the movies everyone else ain't watching in order to get the information. You know? So that's all I'm doing.
That's it, man. You getting the message. It's like, I don't know.
It's finding me.
Yeah. It's like you want to know.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like something, it's something in you like, damn, I got to find out what the hell this is.
Right.
So it make you go search, man. Like, I don't know. You got to follow it. That's all I could tell you. Yeah, shit make you just want to go.
It's an urge to gather. That's what it is for me. It's an urge to gather. But the thing is like I said, I don't be out there just, what is this? I'm going to look this up. Only it happens when we talk about it, because you see me do it on the show. I'll look the shit up right here, you know?
Right.
If it's something I don't know and I can look it up real quick, I'll do that. But like I said, sometimes there's movies and books that go with it too. So that's when I'll go, okay, I got to go watch this shit too, just to see the different angles, you know? Or I got to read this book or whatever. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just skim that motherfucker just to get a gist of it, you know? But whatever the research is, but it's like I feel like I got to gather. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I feel. But it's like I said, that's my role. And I'm okay with that. You know, I get that. You got to figure out your role.
Right.
You know?
Want to know shit. I just want to know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Just tell me the fucking truth. Let me make a decision.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just want to know. So I got to figure it out.
Because if somebody gave you 2 burgers and they said, you can eat both the burgers, but don't ask what's in either of them, would you eat them? But they're good. They're definitely good, right?
At this point, I wouldn't want to eat them. No.
But I'm just saying. But then what if they gave you 2 burgers and they said, this one has good healing frequencies and this one doesn't? Which one would you eat?
Of course, the healing one, but...
Because you had a choice, right?
Yeah.
Well, see, they're not doing that to us. They're doing the first one. Mm-hmm. There you go. Well, what's in it? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's good.
It's good. You'll be fine. It tastes good, right? That's what they're doing to us.
Damn.
So it's like, just give me the choice.
Right.
I'd rather know. That way I can go, Yeah, I don't want that because I'd rather have this one. Yeah, that's it. But see, that's what they tried to, per se, do to you. If you think about it, there's always a choice. Coke, Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Democrat, Republican.
Yeah.
There's always a duality choice.
Always choice.
Why?
Man.
This is an earth. This is a realm. This is a simulation that has choices, but it's always only two choices. Think about it. Everything you have to do, it's always two choices. You know what I mean? It's like, it's either this or this, this or this, you know, up or down,
Yep.
left or right.
Well, you good or bad?
Yeah, good or bad, right? See what I'm saying?
Good or evil. That's where it is.
It's always duality. There's always two. Why is there always?
Yeah.
Even when there's more, they always make it two. Think about that. Like when there's a lot of them, you know, because like there's a lot more political parties than just Democrat and Republican.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that though, because they don't tell you.
Yeah, those just the main two.
You know what I mean?
Front.
Right, but they don't tell you. So there's a lot of people out there walking around going, "I got to vote for one of them," because they don't know any better.
And it's a lot of people just like, oh man, because I listen to the radio station and they like, man, well, ain't no choice, man, but I got to vote. I got to vote.
No,
You
you
know what I'm
don't.
saying?
No, you don't.
That's all I'm hearing.
They don't think that's a choice.
That's all I'm hearing.
They don't think not voting's a choice. That's why. They've lied. They've been lied to so much that they think their non-voting is a choice
And they be
for
old people.
the opponent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They always try to tell you, if you don't vote, you're voting for Biden. Because, you know what I mean? Because he's going to win because the dumbasses are going to vote for him and you're going to let the dumbasses do it. That's how they try to convince you to vote.
Facts.
Somehow you're a problem for choosing not to play in the circus. You choose not to play in the circus, but you're the asshole.
Bomb dropper.
That's the shit they try to play on you. That's the pressure, you know. You got to make a choice.
Pressure. Pressure. That's what. And a lot of people
That's the
can't
pressure.
handle pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got to control that pressure, baby.
That's why people comply
That's
a lot
crazy.
easier than others
Yeah.
because they don't do well with pressure.
Right.
They don't-
work well.
yeah.
That shit.
But they've also built it in too. When you're worried about your family and work,
Yeah,
and,
that
and
too.
paying your bills and trying to be, you know, keep yourself safe, and when you start getting pressure, you're like, I'll just comply, so it's easier. You know what I mean? Like it was built that way too, so it's not your fault specifically,
Right.
But you gotta see it for what it is. That's all we're trying to say. You know, is see it for what it is. We're trying to explain it to y'all. Now, then you can make a better informed choice,
Bomb droppers.
right?
Yeah, but all that shit really played with, man. All that shit played with. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we're doing is we're giving you the other side of all this shit so you can have a choice. Do I want to go with this idea and believe this kind of shit? Which is, we're not steering you wrong. We're not trying to be evil on our side.
No.
Or do you want to be on this side where the human trafficking and the fucking everything's bad and the money system and the debt slaves? Or do you want to be on the fucking good side with all these, you know what I mean? Like, that's a choice. You know?
Right, right.
Those are choices. That's all we're saying.
That's choices you got to make.
Right. Right. It's a choice. That's and same thing when I said, you know, we all got to come to that collective of paying bills and mortgages is bullshit. We're choosing to do that. We have to make the choice to stop.
Bomb droppers.
That's what I'm saying. But we got to come together as a collective to do it together. Together we can defeat it all.
We all got to do it together, right?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about no 5 people even. Like,
Right.
We all got to get together and say, damn it.
Yeah.
Just fold. Just say, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, what else you got? What else you doing? You know,
What's up?
where's the other plan? You got a better plan?
No.
If you got a better plan,
And speaking of
let
that,
me know.
That's crazy. Got a friend of mine, we was just talking the other day, not too long ago. So he was telling me, you know, we talking about dreams and shit, right? But now he was like, yo, what if some shit really go on? Where are we gonna meet up at?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn.
What's the plan, right?
You know what? I don't fucking know.
Right. Most of us don't have a
We
plan.
need to, so that's what the fuck we need to come up with.
Yeah.
Come up, talk to your peoples, like, hey, if this shit really go down, you know what I mean, have a plan. Like,
Have
when
a
you
basic
gonna meet
plan,
up?
right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, have a plan, like, where you gonna meet up at, you know.
Right. Because think about it, right? If something ever happened, right, on a big, on a grand scale, which we've had big things happen in the world, you know what I mean? But the idea is you got to remember where you're going to be, okay? Sometimes a lot of families aren't going to be together. They're going to, somebody's at work.
Right.
Somebody's, doing this. You might be out doing something.
Right. Might be
So,
out shopping.
so yeah, when I, like when the pandemic shit was happening, right? I told my kids, I said, when I go to work, I don't work at one place. So I can't just come back from that one place. I work everywhere. I work at different hospitals around the region. I can be anywhere. I can be in D.C. I can be in Gaithersburg. I can be in fucking Perryville. I can be in Prince Frederick. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to be. So I can be anywhere. So I told them, I told them a certain plan. Like, here's what you do immediately. This is your immediate action if something happens if I'm not here.
Right.
And then don't worry about me. Know what I'm saying? I'm going to know that I need to get back to where you guys are. Don't try to come to me. Don't try to figure anything out. You stay where I tell you to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you go do that. And my mission is to get there. See what I'm saying? And I said, so as long as they knew that, you know what I mean? That was our basic mission. It was like, that's all I can do. That's the basic plan. After that, I don't know. From that point on, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's happening in the world, just like anybody else, right? I said, so we'll figure it out from that point. I said, but if at least I can get everybody gathered to a safe point, like you said, where do we meet up at?
Right.
Get to a safe point. Then from there, we can start to figure out what our next moves are. And if we do it right as a group and collectively, instead of just scattering out,
Right.
then we have a better chance.
Have a bunch of knuckleheads, everybody trying.
Right.
Nah,
then we have a better
none of
chance.
that. Right.
Definitely.
Right. So that's what he was saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to come up with a, with a plan and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where to meet up at and shit. I was like, I don't know. I'll get back with you on that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a good ass fucking question.
Meet at the Raven Stadium.
You know what I'm saying? And in case some shit do go off, because a whole lot of buses just left that fucking border.
Yep. I know we've talked about this in multiple fashions.
Right.
So we don't. Right.
It ain't trying to scare nobody.
Prepared, not scared. Because like we said, if y'all don't even know that information and then something goes down, then they don't know, right? You see what I'm saying? Like they're misinformed, they're uninformed, right? So we're just giving you prepared, not scared ideas. You know what I mean? Is if some things are happening,
right,
put some things in play and just be prepared. You don't have to worry about it. It's not something to think about. You just know how to react when the moment occurs. That's it. That's all we're saying.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I seen a lot of motherfuckers, they got pulled over though.
I told you.
And
some of those trucks, yeah.
Yeah, and they was asked where they got asked where you coming from, where you from, and where you going.
Right. Couldn't say none of it, could they?
Nah, they was actually saying like, some said I'm from Senegal, going to New York.
They're just on a train. They're on a
said,
bus, right?
what?
Caravan. They're caravanning over. They're just caravanning over, man. They're been invited, man.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I think I work with a few of them motherfuckers. I really think I do.
They came on down to the mixing bowl, man.
So I tell you what, when some shit jump ball, when they get the green light, I don't know, because some shit just happened in Texas. A bomb just happened in Texas.
Was there one?
Yeah,
I don't know if I
explosion.
heard about that.
See,
I might have not caught that one. I don't remember that
that's what I'm saying.
specifically. I just don't remember. But
There's a lot of things going on the slide, man.
yeah, we was talking. Remember? I mean, there was an earthquake somewhere around here earlier the other day too. Where was that at? Floods. That snowstorm just kind of blew across the United States right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and then around the world, Brazil just had flooding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A couple other countries. I mean, look at Zelensky.
What was that? Just
Zelensky's talking peace talks right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've been saying that for about a month and a half, 2 months, that he's gonna do a surrender under some type of peace talk position. And here it is. It's playing out. Here it is playing out. He's trying to do, peace talks. The war in Ukraine's over. We haven't heard about it in months. It's over. Doesn't exist.
shit. I just heard heard Yemen just got
Right. They're trying to draw the U.S. in, man. They're trying to draw us in.
I heard they're the ones who draw the bitch.
They're right.
And
It's probably a false flag.
you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I don't know what the hell going on, man,
man.
but
A lot of shit.
I know some crazy shit's going on.
Like you
out
said,
there.
every day. Every day is something.
day, man.
Every day is something.
Just gotta pay attention to that
Yeah.
shit, man.
They're still bombing Gaza. That shit's still happening. You know what I mean? It's slowed down. Most of it's over.
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing the remnants of it. You know what I mean? Most of it's over. Think about it. What have you seen in the news? There's not much. You know what I mean? But they're still doing shit. But it's like, there's not much.
Right.
Because they're not talking about that really that much either now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you were saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to look for it. Right.
Right. That's what you gotta dig for.
Yeah. They're not even telling us anything anymore. They're not telling us anything
They
anymore.
not. You know what I'm saying? Like you said that shit earlier. You know, you gotta find out.
It just makes more
You
sense.
gotta
and more
find out
sense,
how you
doesn't it?
find out. Right.
Yeah. Boom. They're not telling us shit anymore.
Nothing. Like damn. So maybe this shit is really up. Maybe it's up.
It's just it's all the remnants, man. That's why I say it's all a fucking movie, man. It's to show us what the fuck's going on, so that we have to see it as people, So, yeah, that's
I
it,
don't know,
man.
But I was watching this lady. She was like, "Yeah, Donald Trump's gonna lead right now. He's gonna lead over everything. He's leading on everything, but he's not gonna win."
Right. Again, they keep playing this bullshit.
I was
right?
like, "Wow."
You know what's crazy?
It's all is who's elected, but
Yeah, it's the same game. Think about this, folks. It's the same game in 2017, remember? When he won the first time, 2016 or whatever?
yeah, against Hillary.
Yeah, they kept saying, he's leading, but there's no way he's gonna. They said it the whole way through until he won that bitch, and everybody was like, what? What do you mean he wasn't gonna win? And he won? So think about it, folks. Look what's happening. Like we said, it's all a fucking circus.
All that stuff.
Look at the game plan that's playing out again right now. It's the whole, look at this guy. He's so controversial that you just want to vote for him now. Think about that. They're pushing you to vote for him. They're both the same mafia. They just wear two different colors. Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
It's always two, right?
If me personally, I don't really get into that shit like that, but
Right.
I say he looked out for us.
Well, the thing is
I say he put us on some more game.
yeah. No. He's part of
the president.
He's definitely part of the plan of all that. He's part of the disclosure. Yeah,
I know.
He is the better candidate to do that with, because he was more morally in tune than the rest of those motherfuckers. The rest of those motherfuckers are just evil as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So they used him to do certain things. Yes, You had to, though. You had to use him because he was an insider who knew shit, and you had to, you know what I mean? You had to use somebody.
Not the game.
You had to sneak somebody in there. So he was probably the best candidate. Not saying he is the greatest person on earth or anything like that.
No.
His position, you know, it's like if you had an army and I had an army, and I was able to get to one of your generals and flip him against you, but you thought he was doing everything for you. See what I'm saying? But your general, who's like your right-hand motherfucking man, I flipped him. So now he's working for me through you. See what I'm saying? So he's destroying your shit from the inside with my influence. See what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's some shit like that, I think, where it's like they had to use an insider. They would have never let anybody else walk in those doors. The evil motherfuckers would have known. They'd have been like, nope, we know who that fucking guy is. So they used somebody who was already corrupted, who was already in there, who was already a part of them, who they could go, this guy could never win. But they didn't know what he had behind him. He had the cyberspace command behind him, who could rig the election for him, who could help him win, who could fix things. See what I'm saying? All these things because he had the backing and the push to make him look who he's supposed to look like. But now, look what he's doing. He's playing a fucking popularity contest again. See what I'm saying? It's the same playbook, except for he doesn't have that same backing because it's not needed. He was only needed for that role. Now he's playing it like he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit.
So
yeah, hey, the people got him feeling like that.
yeah, right. So
I mean, hey,
so he's gonna either do the right thing or not, and we'll see that. Well, like I said, we're gonna find out that there's some good people that are bad and some bad people that are good. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna find that, and I don't know who they are. I'm not claiming to know who they are.
nah.
You know what I mean? I'm not claiming to know who they are, but I'm just saying that is possible. There's some people that are doing things that are only doing good now because they're now on the good side, but they weren't good before that. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. They're just doing good things now. They flipped. You know what I mean? They'd rather be with God's army. You know what I'm saying? They realize what's happening. They realize what's happening. So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So, but we'll find out that they have crimes that they still got to answer for too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, nobody's going to get away with it.
Yeah, ain't nobody getting away scotch-free. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you know, everybody did something wrong. You know,
And that's the thing, sin.
Something you got to answer for.
We're born into sin. This is what this is. We're doing things, right? But
Yeah.
you got to learn
right.
to not be the evil person that becomes nothing but sin.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to learn from those mistakes
Got
and go,
to.
oh shit, no, I don't like how that feels. I'd rather be feeling this over here, which is more about love and and empathy and different things like that. That feels good to me. This over here, terror and fright and bullshit doesn't feel good to me. You know what I mean? But you got to learn those things as you grow up and go through life in order to enlighten yourself to a point where you understand it, but you're not of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Bomb droppers.
So, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, you
That's
definitely
mine.
can escape it. But once you ask for the escapeness,
Right.
you can't go back to it.
Correct. That's the other part, right?
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
be careful.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
just don't go back to that shit.
Yeah, and
like try to refrain from it. Or if you know you're not ready yet, don't really ask for it yet.
Right, correct. Yeah. Yeah, you'll know.
Point blank. Yeah, don't really ask for it yet if you ain't ready yet. But that's my advice. Shit.
Good advice.
For real. For real, man.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is a lot of things that we talk about on here are things that that people can get from their therapists. We're you know what I mean? This is therapy at the same time. You know what I mean? Like we're teaching people in ways where they can start to think and feel for themselves and start depending on those thoughts and feelings as well, because that's how you get in tune with the rest of this world. Is you get out of that rut of being stuck in those low vibrations and just fucking riding along. And it's like, here's an example. You ever been bowling?
Bowling, yeah.
Right, so you got the lanes. Well, you go and you get your bowling ball, you throw it down the lane, and you got faith it's going to make it down that lane. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to hit what it needs to hit, and it's going to do the things it's going to do based on your skill and idea and your faith, right? But what happens when you don't have faith or you don't have skill yet? You got to put the bumpers up so you can make sure it can go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the bumpers, yeah. Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Guidance, yeah.
We all had those bumpers up at some point in our lives. And we were learning, and we were building the skills, and we were building the ideas, and we were gaining the knowledge, and we were using the wisdom, and we're soaking all this stuff up. And some of us were able to take those bumpers off and start living life fucking flying. You know what I mean? Just doing our thing. Yeah. Trying to hit that 300. You know what I mean? And then some of us still had the bumpers on, believing we're playing the game. It's like, no, but you got bumpers on. You're playing the game, but you still got your bumpers on. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your bumpers are still on. You think you're doing it, but you're not. You know what I mean?
Play the game without the bumpers.
Right.
I got you.
That's faith.
Without the bumpers.
Live it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Live it. You make the choices you make. Shit happens. Sometimes you make mistakes. Own them. Grow up. You know what I mean? Figure it out. Don't say, woe is me. Why did this happen to me? Start figuring out why it happened to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Start figuring out why that's going on.
Why?
What's happening? Why are you doing it? What can you do better? How can you be better? Where do you need to improve?
But what you do to cause it?
Possible. Very possible.
Wow.
What did you do to cause it? Or did you do something to cause it? Right. You got to start thinking these ways, because like I said, if you're thinking about how to improve yourself, how to be better, if you're thinking about doing all those kind of things, you ain't got time for dumb shit. You ain't got time to be running around doing dumb shit.
Right.
You're just like, hey, I'm trying to build myself better. I want to read this book. I need to understand this shit. I want to learn this new skill. I want to try this. You know what I mean? If you're doing those things in your life, I ain't got time to go see what you're up to. I ain't got time to, to trip you in the street. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for none of that.
Right.
I'm doing what I'm doing.
Especially if you love yourself.
Right. And I'm shedding and I'm spreading it and sharing it with everyone.
That's
hey, look at this new thing I learned. You can learn new skills too.
Right.
Oh, here's the different things you can do. Whatever. It just becomes infectious to people. People want what you have. Say that again. You're gonna get so enlightened that people are gonna want what you have. They're gonna see it. That's what it is. When they see people moving around and doing shit and they get inspired, it's because it's a fucking ball of light that's moving, and you're just like, I want to be that ball of light.
Yeah.
You're thinking the same thing,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, they start moving. They start figuring it out. But you have to want it. You have to want to go get it. You have to have the discipline. You have to have the ideas. You got to have, you know what I mean? You have the motivation. You got to put all that together. And it doesn't have to be, Tim Robbins motivation.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just got to go, do I want to be sitting right here? Or do I want to be sitting over there?
Shit.
You know what I mean? And that's it. You just need enough to go, I'd rather be over there. That's enough motivation to move forward.
Just gotta go.
That's it. I'm tired of being stuck right here in this moment. I want to go to that moment now. That's it. You just need a little bit of motivation.
I remember when I was at FedEx, man, I used to get people motivated to work in the truck. Like, they be in the truck just bullshitting around, ain't doing nothing.
Right.
I don't like, I don't like just sitting around, just just bullshitting. So when I got in the truck, I just started moving. Unloading the truck.
Start doing shit.
Next thing you know,
motivated everybody else.
Got everybody else working and shit, man.
Right. You showed them the way, man.
And that shit happens all the time.
The
that shit happens all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do something, like people get mad at me, like, what's wrong with you? I'm cool. I'm just working.
Right. They're like, man, you mad at your girl or something, man? You just out here hucking fucking hay bales.
This how I work, man.
Right. He's like,
That's
it's
just
time,
me.
Yeah, if it's time
You know
to
what I
work, it's
mean?
time to work. Let's get it.
No bullshit.
I'm with
Like,
you. I'm
don't
with
play around.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel what you're saying about
Mm-hmm.
you know, the motivation and shit. Like,
Yeah.
get everybody else motivated, man. That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
when you start doing shit, people won't get motivated. Yeah, man.
Facts.
Yeah, especially like I said, if they respect you and they see the light and they understand it, they're gonna see it and they're gonna go, "Oh shit, I gotta move too." You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's what teaching is. Think about that. That's a teacher standing up there, teaching what they're teaching, and the only reason they're paying attention is because they see the motivation and idea that he has. The teacher, you know what I mean? So it's like they're gonna want to learn that shit. They're gonna be like, "Dang," you know, like we said before on the show. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Who said that on here before?
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Yeah. So here we are. Awkward Intelligence. What's happening?
Who ready?
Teach, not preach.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy world we live in. But
Yeah. Yeah.
still gotta navigate through it. We
Yup.
moving.
You got to navigate the world you're in. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, it's like, you know, if you're still paying your bills, you're still doing that, just start figuring out how to get through that. And you know what I mean? And start figuring out how to build it yourself. And if you're still, you know, if you feel stuck at your job, you got to figure out how to get out of there. You got to make a plan. You got to start putting shit in motion. You know, you got to go, you know, this time next year, I don't want to be here no more. Make that plan. Put that shit together, you know?
All right, so next week I'm gonna come back. When we come back on, I'm gonna try to have something for y'all for the bills.
Some people can, because you had self that one
to
time.
help you. Yeah,
Remember you came out with the self credit and all that
Yeah.
stuff, like build your credit. You had that a while back. That was a good one.
Self. Still got it. Just
you
paid
go.
my bill the other day.
Still
man.
working it, right?
And my credit, you know,
Building it up. Building
it's
it up.
moving. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta keep on going at it for real. Like, yo, my little brother put me on the credit shit, man. My little brother put me on the credit, and
Right.
I've been doing it ever since. Like, I've been paying everything on time, trying to get it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy to see my numbers like go up and down and shit.
Right.
you
Moving
know what I
around.
mean?
Everything's
Yeah.
moving around. It's
You know what I'm
actually,
saying?
you're actually seeing a result.
Yeah, like, man, believe me, everything wasn't good.
Yeah, you got to rebuild it though.
You know what
like
I'm
I
saying?
said, like,
everything wasn't
but
good.
also too,
Had
when-
one of mine, but you know what I mean. She puts it in your name type
oh,
shit.
right, exactly. That's what I'm right.
I
You got
love
to
your
clean now.
mom.
You got to clean all that shit up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
I just had one 10 grand.
Right.
Just got done.
Finally put one down.
Yeah, like I ain't never had no garnish in my check in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I went through that. Like, fuck.
Came and got you, huh?
Yeah. So now I'm getting hit with Uncle Sam.
Right.
Getting hit with him.
Taxes are still fucking with you?
No, this was before.
Oh.
This was, you know what I mean? This was before about a couple years ago. I'm paying for this fucking van and shit, you know, to my garnishment check. Like, I'm like, damn. So the tax hit me,
Right.
the job hit me, and the car place hitting me.
Right. Right.
And I got all my other bills hitting me. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Getting
Like,
launched on.
yeah, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's when you gotta find, you know, you gotta find something else to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, and that's what I say. You just gotta figure it out, and
Right,
and the
figure
thing
it out.
is you gotta figure out a plan of attack and idea and whatever you gotta do. So yeah,
And I had it together, you know what I mean? But I made it, you know what I mean? But I ain't never had no fucking garnishment before in my life.
right.
Shit is crazy.
He's like, yeah, don't do it,
Please.
don't do it, don't fuck with
Please
it.
don't. If some of you gotta pay, just pay that shit and get it over with. Cause that garnishment, that shit gonna hurt.
Right. He's like, because when they take it, they
They
take it.
take it. They don't give a fuck how many hours you work, how many times you called in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, you probably took a vacation that week and used your time. You know what I mean?
Gone.
That shit gone.
Gone.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, like Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, man. When you let that paperwork get on you, that's it, man.
Yeah,
They don't give a fuck after that.
For real. They don't even ask you, do you want to, you know what I mean? They just tell you, look, we gonna garnish this. Thank you. Like, what the fuck?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's the power they have with paperwork.
Yeah.
So remember that shit. That's the power they have with paperwork. That's why it's like fuck them and their paperwork.
Right.
If you ain't do the paperwork, then what can they do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck the paperwork. We're done with paperwork. You know what I mean? Not playing this fucking paperwork game.
Yeah.
Fuck this paperwork game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
real,
saying?
yeah.
Like everything's paperwork. Fuck you and your paperwork. We're getting there now, huh?
Facts, man. For real.
Oh shit.
They do it. Boy, I don't know how they in everything, yo. They just in everything you do.
That's what we're learning, man. I mean, because that was like some mind blowing shit years ago when you start figuring out, holy fuck, they are in everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
My shit hit me. They did that garnishment. It was like,
You'll get all that back. All that shit's in your account, man.
yeah.
Just waiting to activate your account.
Believe me.
Just waiting to activate our accounts right now,
waiting
man.
patiently.
Our accounts are there. We're just waiting on them.
Waiting patiently.
Yep.
I'm chilling.
All right, we'll leave them with this one. So y'all know that when you're born, they sign a birth certificate, right? And it's like your parents signed for you. But you know how you sign? You signed with your footstep. Remember that footprint? They stamped your footprint on a bond and put it on the stock market and put $100 million on it. And you became stock. And they were like, as long as this person's alive and as long as this person's moving and doing shit and building, we get to move this stock. And that $100 million becomes billions over your lifetime. It becomes $1 billion probably by the time you're fucking 18 because you ain't even touched it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying there's accounts out there with our names on them that we were never told about that have. So don't worry about the money. Remember I told you live forever anyways. Right. So the money's on the way. You know, we're walking into our future. This is our shit. We're here to take it.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. But we got to wake everybody up in order to do that. A certain percentage of people got to wake up in order to snap everybody into connectivity, man. So that's what we're doing.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what we do here. Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot. Baby.
And we'll catch you next week on 59. Holla at you.
Awkward Intelligence. Just smoking vibe. This is Awkward Intelligence. Just smoking vibe.